Hi everyone, this is Richard, the Legend Board Game Fanatic. This is the game that I've been so excited about playing. One thing I want to bring up is this is based, it started out with the arena of the contest. The contest. It was a kind of a fantasy battling game where you battle against different monsters and you have characters and you would level up and so forth. So they integrated that game into a campaign-driven game with a story, and that's where Tanares Ventures came through. Now, this is the old version of Tanares Adventures because the new one is kind of integrated together. They took a lot of these collections, put them together. The books are all integrated together, and it's a little more streamlined when it comes to the story because you have one book that you're going through each act. This one, basically, it's all the journal stuff is in one book. The city stuff information is in one book. The quest information is in one book, and you have a rule book. But the tutorial quest, the first one that starts this off, and you have to play it before you play the rest of the campaign, is really good in showing the rules. So I'm going to do that one first. I got some of the stuff set up. I got my 20-sided dice. I got my 30 health tokens, my first aid tokens, and some of my other tokens that I will be using during the game. I will, and the tutorial is really good about going through the rules. But what I'm going to do, basically they make me go read through them. I've been through the game already once, the tutorial once, to get familiar. I know the rules pretty good now. So when we go into that section, I will explain certain things, and then we'll go on to the next section and the next section until we start going into the battling of the on the battle board, and it's pretty cool, really cool. Every character is different. There's a bunch of over 100 characters you can play. Also, the selection process for the characters, you can do two ways. You can do them randomly, or you can through the campaign they have a way of asking you questions and what type of character you would like to play. And depending on what questions you answer and everything else, that's how you select your character, and you can pick from a certain amount of them because there's more than one for that specific class. So it's really cool, and everybody's different. You get your own type of cards for them, and you have to have 4 heroes total in the game. So if you're playing solo, you're gonna get 1 hero plus 3 companions. If you play with 2 players, then each player is going to get a hero, a major hero, and then you get 1 companion each, and then so on and so forth. So it's really good. I liked it. The way the selection is, I think you'll like it too. We will go through some reading, but it's not going to be too much of it. I don't want to go just a few texts to go through the history and also through the campaign part of it. But when we go into the rules, I will be explaining those rules on the board and showing you different way the combat's done, some movement stuff that you guys need to know, and so forth. And you still can purchase this this game in some board game online stuff. They are selling it. The Kickstarter for the new one is already done. I really regret not getting it because they have a set with all painted miniature. All the miniatures are painted, every one of them. But and they're really cool. I'll show you one of them. The Madness box I got here came with the painted miniatures, and they're so really cool, man. They paint them really well, like this. The Hydra. And you got your little, these ones here. Pretty damn cool. The big spider, the rider, devil, and this guy right here. And then one little miniature. Probably one of the characters right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I got the Dragons collection. Those aren't painted though. So I'm gonna have to paint those. It'll take some time, but it's cool. I mean, I don't mind painting miniatures. So I'm really excited about this game. I think you'll like it. In here. One more thing here. Okay, there we go. Alright, perfect. Alright. So, pretty cool. And there's a bunch of miniatures in this box. A bunch of miniatures in the contest box. If you do purchase the old one, I just wanted to make sure you guys know this. If you purchase this old one, you're going to have to buy the contest box. Because some of the components are in there that are not inside this box. Alright, but if you buy the new Kickstarter version, it comes all together. The contest, arena, and the Tanares Adventures all comes together in one box. Alright, the other selections, the Madness Dragon Collection, I think you need to buy those separately still. And you can buy them with painted. So hopefully soon enough they'll either see them retail or they're going to have another Kickstarter for some more people to order. But it's really a good game. I'm really excited playing it. It's like 100 adventures all together, and it's a long campaign, but it's really cool. And I think if you really like campaign games, driven games, story games, this is one of them. And even the ending to this intro, wow, it was pretty cool. All right, and I'm really excited about playing the second one. Because the more you upgrade, the more powerful the monsters can be, the more bigger monsters you'll be attacking too. So, pretty exciting. So let's get to the table. Let's get started. I will get to the rule book first, and I'll show you how the intro quest is done, and then we will start setting up the game. All right. So I'm going to start with the rule book. They're not going to be in the rule book for very much. It's just one little section that we have to read. Just a little flavor text that we're going to do. So it says, a merciless enemy has come to wage war against the Empire, whose army is in shambles. The last shred of hope for the continent is trusting that a few heroes, the world's mightiest combatants, can stand their ground against an army of thousands. It says, welcome adventurer. Tanares Adventures expands the Tanarian universe introduced by the arena, the contest. It main features a massive cooperative campaign for 1 to 4 players with brand new rules for dungeon crawling enthusiasts. Take control of a hero, build a team, and fight villains and monsters in a variety of scenarios. In between these journeys, return to town to heal and help manage the city's structures. Better structures means the possibility to learn new attacks and purchase better items, making you more powerful and more capable of developing the story toward a favorable ending. Okay, so that's it. Basically, the thing that happens is we're going to be going through some of these rules later. So we start with the city book. All right, and this is all comprised in the new version, like I said before, but start the city book, and it says campaign starts here, so we're going to do this. Alright, it says do not choose your heroes yet. If there will be multiple players in the party, we recommend one of them to go through the rulebook before this first session. The player will consolidate this knowledge and teach each other players during this introduction. That's what I'm going to be doing to you guys. So, history. Massive bloodshed will be punished with natural disasters. Such is a Malrokian curse. The first catastrophe was almost 2,000 years ago. A tsunami and earthquake decimated life in the western provinces, and the eternal storm began. It wrecked all ships that ventured too far into the storm oceans. The last world war was waged 180 years ago. Most of the world's armies and its most advanced kingdom perished around Arcana, the capital of the extinct mystical kingdom. The region turned into an unthinkable, operations-riddled wasteland. Alright, so the first thing we do like it says here, is we grab Adventure Card A. You may read 11B of the World Book, Adventure Step 1. Read and choose one of the adventure cards available. Okay, so basically, in the starting of the game, all we're going to be getting is Adventure Card A. Alright, so I'm going to grab that out of the box. And we'll read it and do what it tells us to do. Normally, after that, you're going to have more than one type of adventure. You may split out. So it depends on which one you pick. So that's why it's trying to tell you that in the rule book. You can go there and read it. That's what basically the rule book tells you. You can have more than one adventure. You pick one, read the storyline, and you go to the journal or to the quest guide, whichever it tells you to do. All right. So I'll be right back, and I'll grab the card out there, and we'll start doing what we have to do. Well, I'm back. All right, we got the adventure card A. It's got a picture of the ocean. It looks like an ocean port. And it says here, if neglected, that means if you don't want to do it, you cannot begin the campaign. So, of course, we're going to do it. Contents. Your team has just finished a dungeon raid. It's time to return to your base, located at the city of Fisherman's Wharf, and split your loot. Expectation. Learn who you are and what is going in the world. When you're ready to begin the adventure, head to the first adventure chapter of the journal, Chapter A, as indicated by the letter on the front panel of the adventure card. So it just have A right there. So we are going to go to the journal, and that's what we're going to do right now. Boom, boom, boom. So we got a quest guide. We got our big journal card. Oh, this is it right here, journal. And we go to A. All right. All right, so the first thing it says is read chapter 11B of the rule book. Step 2, head of the adventure chapter of journal indicated in the adventure card chosen. So basically the first thing it wants us to do is go to our rule book. And like I said, it was a pretty big rule book. And go to 11B. So I will explain some stuff in there. I'm not going to read this thing all the way through. No, it's going to be super boring. I know. But we will go through some main points, and then let's get started. 9, 11B. Okay, adventure, that's what we're doing. Alright, so yeah. 11B of the rule book. Okay. Alright. So basically it's going through, first of all, we read and choose one of the adventure cards. Well, I kind of explained that already before we got the adventure card. Step 2, head to the chapter, the journal. And that's where we're at. And then we're going to basically read your way to the beginning of the quest. And it's going to give us a lot of instructions and so forth. And basically start getting into how to set our first quest of the adventure, and start battling here and figuring out what we're supposed to be doing. So that is basically what this is telling you. Okay? So then it tells you to go, explains the chapter, the journal. There's a adventure chapter, the quest chapters. The adventure chapters in the front, the quest chapters in the back. Okay? And a numbered A, B, C, and so forth with adventure chapters. And then the quests are 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 100. So they're all in the back. And you do have a quest book that you will be referring to also for preparing the quest and also going through each individual event and so forth. So that will be happening very soon. Okay, so we got that, and it basically tells us to go back to the section B2 of the journal. Alright, so we did that. Alright, and it basically told me to grab the cubes. We got them here already. Alright, so we're going to read some text. Blue text you don't really have to read, but it's because this gives us a history. It's probably a good idea to know what's going on. So, in the vacuum of power following the last World War, a powerful man started making alliances with the abolitionists, the world's leading religion, and the nobles. He unified the continent and became the emperor. To prevent new Malrokian curses, the empire forbids the gathering of many armed people with common interests. Conflicts of interest must be resolved peacefully or in the arena, where a few fighters, called heroes, sometimes decide the fate of whole nations. The only army in the world is the Empire's Iron Hand. It is mainly soldiers who suffer a magical psychosurgery to lose their free will. That doesn't sound very nice. You know, you have some soldiers that don't have free will. They have to do everything that somebody tells them. It's kind of like a robot. No, very good. They obey only orders from sentiment higher ranked officers, usually sons of nobles and other imperialists, so people who are in power. That's not good. It's nighttime. You keep away from the main roads. One of the two moons is shining bright. Foes have been pursuing you after a successful venture day, and you think you've lost them. And it tells you to grab the 40 cubes. We got them right there. They're all set up right there. And the fast journey takes a toll, and you decide to set up camp. So what will you do? Each player must choose a different option. Now this is where we start getting set up for our character. Alright, so we're at a camp and we got some decisions to make. So everybody who's playing this game gets to choose one of these. And when somebody chooses one option, the other person has to choose the other option. You can't choose the same one. Alright? It says rest. Your party depends on every ounce of strength you can spare, and your muscles are sore for today's fighting. Keep watch. You never know when your enemies might catch up to you. That's the second option. Prepare a meal for everyone. That ought to lift their spirits for tomorrow. Or get away from the others to have some alone time and collect your thoughts, as the party relies on you for a good part of their strategies. Or go hunting. In the best case scenario, you bring back good food. In the worst case scenario, you may find enemy scouts and take them down before they report on your position. So, because I'm a chef in real life, plus I do this, I'm going to prepare a meal for everyone. That sounds like a good idea. That ought to lift their spirits for tomorrow. So I pick C. So it basically tells me in the second part of it is I get one green cube and one brown cube. All right. So I get a green. There's a brown. That looks like black. A brown cube and a green cube. All right. All right. You can't sleep. To distract your mind, you talk about the most exciting piece of recent news: discoveries in the field of Malrokian curse and avatar dragons. The wasteland was spreading at an accelerating pace and threatened to engulf the world. The scholars discovered that its avatar dragons, frenzied by the scent of massive bloodshed, as described in Curse's decree, that produced the catastrophes, when slayed, the disaster lingering consequences cease. The wasteland heroes found and slayed Thyra, blue avatar dragon of thunder. They ended the eternal storm. Fisherman's Wharf, the largest city by the Stone Ocean's coast, began to thrive, and that's where we're at. The next day you reach the safety of a fisherman's wharf. You meet a tavern to drink and split your loot. Each of you tries to keep the silent composure of a mighty hero who doesn't need to advertise their feats. But your tongues progressively loosen as the barmaid brings you and this spirit refills. And inauguration is today, she says, out of breath, between each round of the arena of the future. Visitors come from all over the continent. Even the emperor is here. Customers see heroes such as yourselves and call their friends over. Good for reputation. As long as you're sitting there, I will keep serving you, free of charge. She winks and disappears into the crowd. When you notice that evenly splitting your loot is impossible, the bragging becomes unbearable. So the next thing we do, we choose something else. So keeping you alive was tiresome. You should be thankful I was here to heal your wounds, or none of us would be here. Second option, if not for my splitting the ogre's skull open before we even knew we were there, imagine that he had done to us all. Third option, that's only because the distraction I created and the intelligence I gathered was good enough, otherwise none of you would have been able to do your jobs. D, we were outnumbered and would have been overwhelmed if not for my draining the life from those goblins. As if that weren't enough, I directed their energy to the orb and opened the sealed gate. And the last option is you only had the time to do any of these things because I was single-handedly holding all the goblins at the door. All these guys are full of themselves. But let's see, which one do I like the best? I think E I'm going to do. So I get a gray cube and a yellow cube. So gray and yellow. All right. All right. The bard plays a paced melody while singing a fresh epic tale about the end of the wasteland. The bard doesn't have the insider knowledge you do as heroes, but their verses tell a reasonably accurate story. The wasteland heroes also slaying Saramog, the black dragon, that put an end to the wasteland's toxic mists. Saramog's spirit had been entrapped by Dilsgard, former Iron Hand captain and leader of the cult of the Shadow Wing. He desired to rule the world on his wings. He fled the heroes of the wasteland, one of whom, Sidera, was appointed as the new captain. With the end of the storm, the Empire built a second imperial palace and arena of future on top of the hill in Fisherman's Wharf. The glasses vibrate at the top of the tables. Outside the tavern you hear explosions and shouting. "Oh my!" the barmaid exclaims, a hand on her padded chest. "What is going on in that arena? It seems that all our taxes were spent on useless drums and wizards to put on a freak show." Most of the crowd instinctively leaves the tavern to see what is happening. After a while, the excited shouting becomes terrified screaming. You see people running outside, stumbling over each other. Before you can react, sinister figures, weapons drawn, approach the tavern. Each player must choose a different option. Here we go. Grab your weapon and charge. Hide behind the counter to surprise attack them from behind. Turn the table over and defend from their arrows and get ready to fight. Help the barmaid and bard escape, or destroy the structure holding the kegs together so they're collapsed onto the invaders. I think I'm going to do E. So that gives me a purple. So I'm going to take a purple. Alright. You beat the enemies and leave the tavern after helping workers and tourists escape. Outside the city burns. It seems like there are many more of those enemies invading town. You decide to spread out and gather resources and information about the invasion. On the day of the arena of future inauguration, war vessels appeared on the horizon, revealing that you are not alone in the world. Another civilization came from far side of the storm oceans, a humanoid species with gray skin and white hair, called Kemet. Then we do another option. Try to find survivors and mobilize them against our enemy army. Go to the old blacksmith shop and grab as many weapons and pieces of armor as you can. Stay with the rescued civilians and protect them while the rest of the party scouts ahead. Climb the tallest building around to assess the situation, or sneak around and try to capture an enemy to interrogate. I'm going to do 8. So I get 2 brown cubes. So brown, 2 brown. Okay. All right. Your help is significant and ultimately pointless. There's not much a few heroes can do against an army. You need to run, head toward the city gates, and flee. Unfortunately, you're already drawn too much attention. A small crowd gathers around you. The best protection they could find, the pack, stands out in the road, right between the arena of future and the imperial palace. Before you can retreat, you're surrounded by Kemet. This is likely a fight to the death, with no time for strategic schemes. You each decide to face the enemy that behaves most like you, so that you can fend them off in a contest of similar skills for as long as possible, while the rest of the populace makes a run for it. No one is stronger than you. Let them come, you serving death. Face the barbarian. Your magic powers are unmatched. You can support allies and dispel enemy spells. Face their necromancer. You never lost a battle of attrition and hope to keep your streak alive, as well as is your noble name. Face the warrior. I think your game is all about strategy, cunning, and dirty fighting. Face their spy. Or no one is more accurate and nimble than you. Face the archer. I'm going to do C because that caught my eye. Never lost a battle of attrition. So C, I get a yellow cube. Okay, so yellow. Alright. The fight is brutal. Your abilities prove superior, but you're outnumbered. One of the Kemet gets through the defenses, and just as you are about to get a hit, a blast of thunder knocks them down. You look up, the sky is clear blue. The origin of the thunder was a tall woman in white and blue shining armor, heading a squad of iron hand soldiers on top of the hill, where the arena stands. She comes to you, shouting instructions to the populace. It seems that the east gate is near and still open. You follow the pack. Hold on, she shouts, stopping you in the tracks. I am Sidira, the Iron Hand Captain. The Empire and his people could use your help. Please introduce yourselves. Okay. Alright, and then it goes and says, choosing heroes. With the Imperial Army in shambles and the Imperial missing, the people's last shred of hope is trusting that you, the world-minded fighter, can stand ground against an army of thousands. Read chapter 1 of the World Book, Introduction to Heroes. Then each player must choose a hero. Okay, so we're going to go chapter 1 and see if there's anything I think is important for us to talk about. Okay. Let's see right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let me go through some stuff. Combat roles. There's a total of 8 different combat roles here. We have brute, shooter, technician, controller, tank, bruiser, healer, and commander. Now, the offensive roles are your brute and your shooter. So you have your ranged fighter, your ranged guy, and a brute. The brute cares more than just dealing extra damage, okay? The shooter deals more damage at range, so a shooter role. You have just strategic roles as a tactician that is a combat expert. And then you have a controller who uses effects and stuff to help with the combat. Then you have the defensive roles, the tank and bruiser, that tries to protect the party. And support roles are your healer and your commander. Now the commanders we're probably not going to use during the intro because they recommend not using them because they're a little more detailed, and later on you can later on if you want to change out a character, I think you can do that, but they recommend you use a healer instead of commander for any support roles you have to do. Okay, so you will have to do for any of these guys, you will have to do a total of 4, but they have to be different roles. I mean, different classes. It has to be. You can only have one brute, one shooter, one tactician, one controller, one tank, one bruiser, one healer, and one commander. But you only get 4 of them, so you get to pick and choose who you want. But it's good to have one of each role, because then you can bring the whole party together. So that's kind of cool. Then you have the combat stats. You have a movement stat. You have, and we'll go into the cards here in a second when we pick our characters, so I'll show you all this stuff. Maximum hit points, so I'll show you where that's at. Damage. Death will happen. We do have 2 first aid kits that will be used during the game. You have those to revive 2 of your party who died. And after that, if you die again, you lose the quest. So, you have 2 chances to do that. And then you have your attacking, and you got 3 different attacks. You have melee, you have also a spear icon, one that's 2 squares. Regular melee is 1 square attacking, and then your range attacks will always have a maximum of 8 squares you can attack for. Your defense, you can have a defense stat that's going to tell you that's what the enemy is going to roll, and if it goes above that defense stat, they will give you damage. And then you have movement that will, and we'll talk more about reaction damage when it comes to that. That has part of the movement section of the description, but we'll get into that more later here in a bit. But that's pretty much it for that. So now we have to pick our character. So, basically, you take all your cubes that you got, and you look and see which one's the highest, or you can do it randomly. But I'm going to do it via my color. So I got 1 green, 1 gray, 1 purple, so those are not it. I have 2 yellow, but that's not enough. So I have 3 brown. So brown is a commander. All right. So I picked a commander. And that's considered support. So, alright, so yellow, you know what, I'll just take yellow, because commander I told you I'm not going to use because it's a little more difficult. I haven't played those yet. So I'll take a bruiser. That's what I'll do. I'll do the yellow. I'll be in my next top color. So I'll be a bruiser, and then I'm going to pick comrades that will go with me. Alright, so we'll, let me do that. Let me pick those characters, and I'll put them on the board, on the table, and then we'll discuss the cards themselves. Okay. All right. So I picked up my 4 heroes I'm going to be using. Well, I should say 1 hero, 3 comrades, and we'll go into the comrades here in a second. They want me to go and explain some rules in chapter 6. I will go through some stuff, and I'm going to show you the cards. So while we're going through the rules, I'll show you everything that has to do with the comrades here in a second. Okay. And there's one thing I need to grab before we explain the comrade cards. Each one of them gets an NPC, so I need to grab one and see which one's going to be beneficial for those guys. And then we'll go on from there. All right? Okay, so the first comrade we have is Count Blake the Vampire, and everyone's got a trigger, every character. So his trigger is if there's no ally is in 1 space of the target. So that means if he's attacking somebody, there's no ally is in 1 space of that target he's attacking. That's the first hit of your turn, if you're attacking. You heal 7 and move 2. So he'll automatically get that before he even starts his first hit well, on his first hit, yeah. Okay. The next card on the bottom, and I wanted to bring those on the bottom because they're the most important, is your main attack card. And he's got a melee attack. It shows a sword with 1 square. one enemy, and then he will roll a dice. Now when he rolls a dice, he's going to take the defense stat of the monster or enemy he's attacking. And when he rolls a 20-sided dice, if it goes above that defense stat, he'll hit. So if he hits, he gets 12 damage plus 1 effect. So then if you look under the effects, it says choose one. He gets to deal 3 more damage, or run to another enemy in 5 spaces of you, and he takes 5. Then that guy takes 5 damage. If you miss, let's say you get under the defense stat, or you get a 1 on the 20-sided dice, because anytime you roll a 1, that's a miss. You will always get some type of damage, and this will be a residual of 5 damage. And what that means, residual means, let's say the guy has 4 damage left on his hit points. He can't go below 1, because residual damage, you can't go to 0. Any other damage can go negative, but residual damage can only go to 1. Alright, so just remember that, it's good. Now, his hit points, he's got 65. Let's look on the bottom of that card. He's got 65. He's also got a basic attack of 8. That means 8 damage. He gets 8 damage for his basic attack. Defense of him is 6, so anybody that attacks him has to get above a 6 to hit him. His movement's 6 spaces, and he's got a reaction of 8. Now that means if there was a monster next to him and then he moves away from him for any reason, then the vampire will react to him and give him 8 damage. If he is not finished with his turn. If he's exhausted or fatigued, I should say that's the right term, fatigue, he will not give reaction damage. If he hasn't been fatigued yet, he will give it to that monster that's moving. Okay, now we got that card there. Now the difference between a regular hero and the comrade is this attack card will always be there. It will never flip. So this is what he uses for his attack every turn. It's more simplified. Okay, so that and the heroes, the hero has a total of 6 cards, 2 that are really strong and 4 that are normal attacks. And every time he does an attack of the normal ones, he flips them over. If he does one of the 2 really strong attacks, those get taken out of the quest for the rest of the game. So he has to be very cautious on what he uses. But we'll show those in just a few minutes about the hero cards. Then this guy's got 2 general other attack cards. The Great Impulse, that's the more stronger one. It's a special attack, and you make this attack at the end of your turn. No action or roll is required. It's 8 squares to a non-comrade hero. So that means it would be basically to the hero that we have available. Drawback, this attack cannot be regained, copied, or transferred. So as soon as it's done, it's done. If he rolls the dice and gets the defense for the hero, it's 0 damage plus effect. So his effect is he'll heal 10 points, and then he'll move 3, and then it takes a primary attack whose first hit is empowered by 8. Okay, so he can take any primary attack he has available, and then he gets empowered by 8. So that means he gets, I think it's 8 points. Let me check. Empowered. Sometimes I forget these. Empowered is he deals 8 more damage to the whoever he's attacking to. Okay. All right, and that is basically he has one of his special attacks, and then that gets taken out of the game. The other one's a lesser impulse. Same thing is done at the end of his turn. 8 squares, and the same with the hero. He will not regain it, and he gets to move 3. The hero gets to move 3, and he makes a primary attack, normal primary attack, and that's it. Then the last card on the bottom is his NPC. His NPC, the only thing he's got is is that the right one? I'm sorry. It's the wrong. That's not him. I'm sorry. He wants to do. Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah. He needs the strength. He's got the soldier. Sorry, I got the wrong one. So during the city phase, he will have the that for the city phase. He does the NPC doesn't do any benefit for attacking yet. When you upgrade, there's better chance of getting better options for that. But that's every comrade does get an NPC for the city phase, so we have that available. Okay, so that is the first comrade. So let's check out the next one. Alright, the next guy we have is a healer. His name is Tanares, the cleric. His trigger is when an ally is 3 spaces of you, of your first hit of your turn. So basically, so he's 3 of you. So basically, 3 spaces from you, you can heal 5 to that hero. So that's basically a hero on this. Basically, is talking about the main guy and any of the comrades because they're saying ally. So any ally that you have available, you can heal. Okay, and then they got the same 2 special attacks on the top that we're not really explain again. They're exactly the same. Then his attack card. He's got range attack for 1 enemy. His benefit, he can choose 1. He can either do a +1 attack roll or move 2 to get to attack the person he needs to attack. He does still have 5 movement, so that should be enough. Then if he hits, he gets 8 damage +1 effect. And his 2 effects that he can choose from is heal 7 to a hero or dispel 3. And ally moves 2 and heals 4. One thing I forgot to talk about on the last one is before you talked about the movement points and all that stuff, there's a small little section, a darker section, and this is what you can use mana for. Well, we don't have mana yet, but for example, if you have used 1 mana, you can heal 3 to a hero. 2 mana, you get to heal 6. 3 mana, heal 10, and or you heal 16. So if you get, you start, we'll talk about mana here in a bit, but one way of getting mana is killing enemies. So when you kill an enemy that you really kill at the end, then you get a mana put on your character card. And you can use those. Then he's got the Iron Hand Spy, and because he's got a 0 eye ability for the city, he can do 3 eyes or he gets 2 eyes. It looks like on his play on this effect on his turn, on any turn. Oh, plays effect on any turn. So that means you could play it on, maybe somebody else needs it. You could use that NPC for another player, help him out with that NPC. Okay, so that is the healer. Alright, so we got one more comrade to talk about, and we'll talk about the main hero. Okay, the last comrade we have is Mirror, the assassin. Her trigger is an ally is in 1 space of the target. First hit of your turn. Deal +3 damage. Your hero flips an attack. So basically, the hero that we have available that has the attack flipped over, he can flip one back over. That's good because that help the party out, and he doesn't have to wait to cycle it out. That's cool. All right, and then he's got his action card. He's got a melee, 1 square, 1 enemy. Benefit: he can +1 attack roll or move 2. If he hits, he gets 11 damage +1 effect, and the effects are deal +2 damage and move to the target, so you can move the target 2, or he gains a mana. And if he misses, he gets 5 residual damage. And then on his allies or villains' turns, he can spend mana to enemy takes 3 damage. Well, 1, 2. Mana gets 6 damage. 3 is 10 damage, and 4 is 16 damage. Wow, that's pretty good. He has 68 hit points. His basic attack is 7. Defense is 7. 6 movement, and reaction is 7. Okay, then he's got an NPC that has the handshake. That's basically, he's got better charisma when he uses this guy. He's got this diplomat that's going to help her out, conversing with people in the city. So that's good. So those are our 3 comrades that were helping us during this quest. Alright, so our main hero is Emeriel the Sword Mage. She has 65 hit points, 8 basic attack, 7 defense, and 5 movement. These are her basic, her 4 character attacks. We have the cards, and Dimensional Strike is 1 square, 1 enemy. Benefit: you move 2, ignoring terrains. You get 12 damage if you hit, and the effect is deal 2 more damage per other component in 1 space of you, maximum of +4 damage. That's Dimensional Strike. Then you have Swords of Sigils. That's 2 squares, and 1 enemy. If you hit, it's 11 damage. The effects is you are protected 3. Alright, so that protected is +3 defense against enemies. So that will add to his 7, so he'd be a 10 instead of a 7 one round. That's kind of cool. An ally swaps places with an enemy if both are 5 spaces of you. Okay, so that means, for example, if there is an ally if both are 5 from you. Okay. So basically, you just swap them. You can swap them. You don't have to do it, but that's an option fact that you can do. Flames of Justice, square, 1 square, 1 enemy. You get 20 damage on effect, and effect is permanent. You are blessed. Once per turn, whenever you attack with blessed, if both of your rolls hit, you heal 4 hit points. Wow, that's pretty good. And blessed, what blessed does is you get to roll twice, and you get the higher roll for your attacking. So in the first few levels, it's probably going to be pretty easy because you only need like a 5. But I'll tell you, I've rolled a lot of 1s, so that's pretty bad when you roll 1s. Okay. Then his trigger is enemy starts his turn adjacent to you and includes you as a target of its attack. So
if he includes you as a target of the attack, then the enemy takes 4 non-lethal damage. Alright, so he just gets 4 damage on him. Also you get a long sword to start, and that will get, you can use that during the cycle, attack cycle, when you have all your abilities, and when you flip your abilities, you get to, you can use for one attack, you can get plus 5 damage. Also, the spike plate mail, you get 10 hit points extra to start, so it's 75 instead of 65. And your attacker takes 9 damage. You flip an attack. So that's basically. Yeah, so if he gets 9 damage on you, you flip an attack card that you already used. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the first thing. This your character card and your items you get to start. Now we're going to talk about your skill table and your attack cards. Alright, we talked about the first 4 cards that come with the character. The character has specialized cards. These are the ones for the class and for the bruiser. So let's talk about these real quick. The first one is 2 squares, 1 enemy. Okay, you benefit, you move 4. Move 4, you may move up to 4 squares before striking. And so that's an extra movement that you can do. 11 damage. And if you miss, it's 5 residual. And that's basically that dashing blade. The armor breaker is 1 square, 1 enemy. You have 9 damage. When you hit, plus the effect. The effect is target is vulnerable 3 once per turn. Okay, vulnerable target takes 3 damage when hit. So that'll be an extra plus 3. And if you miss with that, you get 5 residual damage also. This is temporary, ends when the technician's next turn begins. So that is a temporal effect. So whenever the hero does his turn, and you can kind of change that around. If you have somebody who has that, you may want to go last, because then everybody else can attack him, and he'll still get plus 3 damage every time till it's the hero's turn. So that's kind of a good thing to do, is strategizing your turns. And anybody can go. It doesn't matter who goes first. You just have to decide who's gonna go, your comrades or the hero first. So that's the way it is in the game. And I'll kind of go in more into that when we go into the quest itself. The next thing we need to talk about is the skill board. This is something that's going to be used to help the character. So let's get to that next. Okay, so this is the bruiser board, the skill board. First thing, the numbers on the top are pretty much the same as the character card, except the didn't have the reaction on the character card, and the reaction on the character card on the bruiser card is 8. So whenever somebody moves away from him, he'll get 8 damage from the bruiser hero. On the left side it says range 8. That means unless stated otherwise, the target's effects need to be a vision of 8 spaces. They can't be behind walls or anything like that. They have to be a clear view, so you can use that power. The total charge, uncharge your 4 tokens, you heal 9 hit points. So basically, if you use all 4 skills and then you uncharge them, flip them back, then you will that will give you 9 hit points back on your character. So that's kind of a good thing. Mana power is basically you pay a mana on your turn. Charge is how much mana is on the skill token. So right now we only have 4 skills that are open, and they're all 1 mana each. And the ones I picked right now is I pay 10 hit points, and an enemy will take 10 damage. Or I pay mana and pull 6 to a enemy. And what's good about that is there's like a trap or something that can pull out terrain that can cause damage. You can pull them into it and get them injured. The next thing is barrier, and before roll, a hero is shield 3. Okay, so it gets protected, so that will help with any damage it gets dealt. And then in Vindigrate, you heal 1 for each 5 damage this enemy dealt this turn, maximum of 5. So 5 damage, minus 5 damage is what you get on that. Well, I don't have that one. Sorry, I didn't get to pick that one. I did pay for 4 hit points, and it makes a 8 space ranged basic attack because I didn't have a ranged attack. I only have 1 guy that has ranged attack, so this will help me out a little bit, and that will give me that basic attack for me is 8, so I get 8 damage on whatever monster I want to do at 8 spaces. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so that is the heroes and the comrades description. I hope you guys got a lot of information off that. Let's just double check if there's anything I haven't explained yet on here that I haven't explained to these guys. Explain the 2 special cards that the comrades get. They will be if you use them, they get out of the game for the whole quest. You won't have them anymore. There's also 2 of the main hero cards that will be taken off if they're being used. Those are the more powerful cards. They come from the characters card set. And when you also with the skills, you will have to pay mana to use them. So if we don't have any mana right now. We start with 0. So when we get mana, then we'll get to use those skills. All right, and the standard hero can borrow cubes from the comrades if he needs to use them. Okay, but it doesn't go the opposite direction. Okay. All right. Otherwise, I think that is it. Okay, cool. So we did that part. Now we have to go back in the journal and see what we got going on here. All right. All right, next page. So it says, "Pleased to meet me." Pleased to meet you, Sidura says. "I have nothing to offer but opportunity to defend your homeland. You likely have loved ones in Fisherman's Wharf, friends, perhaps a house in town. Find in you whatever you need to give meaning to the world heroes and defend your people." Sidura points to a statue near you. "The arena of future is protected by power dampers, which guarantee that only authorized people can use their special abilities on the battlefield. There are many heroes inside and around the area struggling to fend off enemies in much higher numbers in the stands. Destroy these dampers to give us a fighting chance." Okay. Grab the components in the arena for the contest core box. So basically, I'm going to be grabbing the game board. I already got it. This area here. So like I said, when you purchase this thing, the game board doesn't include it in the basic set. With the new version, it will be in that box. Okay, you're not going to have to worry about the game board. You'll have it. And some scenario tiles. The tiles that we have come in the arena box.
You'll get those with the new revised one. 20-sided dice come in the arena. We don't have it inside the other box because it's considered an expansion. Chess miniatures, HP tokens, and then some miniatures of the heroes that we chosen today are in the arena box. Attack cards of the chosen heroes, building figures, team token blue, fake cards, flash cards, tokens, XP 70 plus 70s and time tokens, and or miniatures and prisoner miniatures. Alright, so a fight is about to start at this point. We recommend you grab a quick start player as they review the combat rules, which are thoroughly explained in part 1 of the rulebook, chapters 1 through 8. When you're ready to proceed, prepare for the quest. Okay, I've kind of talked about all the stuff. We're all set up for the players already, so I talked about that already. The rules on combat, I will explain that why we're playing because it makes more sense. Okay, because there's a lot going on, so we will go into that when we're playing. So when I go to a specific step, I'll explain it. The thing is, most of the majority of the time, this is the way the turn works. All the heroes and comrades will go first, and then all the enemies will go. But if you attack an enemy, that enemy will go right after that player who attacked him, and then that enemy will decide who he is attacking. He may not attack the one that just attacked him. He may not attack the hero that attacks him. So we'll show all that during the gameplay. All right. So next thing we have to do is go to the quest guide to set up the quest. So I'm going to put this journal over here, the city book over here, and grab my quest guide, and we'll do the fisherman's wharf here. And look, right here, perfect. All right. So the first thing it says, watch around the arena future, getting rid of power damaging statues and meeting whatever resistance you find along the way. Rule explanation. Read chapter 12 of the rule book. Step 1, reading the quest instructions. Assemble the board alongside these instructions. Okay. Now, the next thing that happens is he's got his primary objective. Well, of course, the first one is going to be kill all villains. Alright? So it says read 1, 2. Okay. It says rule explanation. This means you must go through all events and kill all villains that appear along the way. As soon as the last villain dies, the quest ends in victory. Then you must read a section from the journal, in this case, the second section of the quest, chapter 1. If you lose, you're going to try again. Rule explanation. After the introduction ends, losing a quest and then moving on is possible. You will find different consequences and instructions in the field. Since you're just starting, we recommend you try again because losing would mean you missed some rules, focus mob, or opportunities applying your passive powers. You begin every quest with 2 first aid tokens. So we get 2 first aid tokens. So if one guy dies, we can do this and heal him for 30, and then everybody gets to heal for 10. And we can heal 2 people. As soon as those are gone and somebody dies, then the game is over. Right? Alright. Extra challenge is none for this quest, or Fisherman's Wharf. Special rules. Rule explanation. Special rules is a set of unique guest features with rules that you must observe throughout the mission. POW dampening statues, prison figures. Statues cannot be attacked or destroyed. One specific statue will be removed from each new event begins. While on the grid, each statue eliminates a mystical field that blocks some of your powers. Okay, so this is important. Alright, this is how they're going to explain the game because it makes it really ingenious. I don't know how, the guy who thought about it is pretty smart. So there's going to be 3 statues. The first statue, the purple statue, is heroes cannot make primary or special attacks. So nobody can do any primary attacks. So the only attacks that you can do during the first, till you destroy the purple statue, or figure out what you have to do, is basic attacks. So we're going to be doing basic attacks first. Orange statue. Heroes cannot use skills, charge as skill tokens, or gain mana. So for a while we can't even use our skills. Alright. The green statue, heroes cannot apply their weapons or armor's active power. So basically we cannot even use our items right now for a hero till that's done. The orb of defense, 25 hit points, 3 defense. When this is destroyed, the protection field around the closest power damage is lifted. Heroes may attack this orb. You must destroy it to start event 1. Okay? So, rules explanation. You can only destroy or interact with objects such as doors, barrels, and prisoners according to the quest features. Unless stated, if an object has hit points like these orbs, you may apply any effects that deal damage or reduce this HP. So we're going to have to take this orb out first. That's the first thing we're going to have to do. So initiative setup. So we're going to go and I'm going to set up the board right now. So in this book, there's a map, and it basically shows you all the stuff that has to be placed. Now, all the stuff that has to be placed has got a white border around it to start the game. All right. Some of these things have a different border, and you're not going to place those. Okay, those are going to be done during events. So we're not worried about that stuff. We're only going to place the stuff with a white border around them. So let me take care of that. I'm going to place it. And then as soon as that's done, we'll get started on playing this game. Alright? Okay, I set up the thing a bit better so we can see everything. The next thing we have to do is go to the journal to the first paragraph for the quest in the back and read that. So it says, after the campaign properly begins, this section will apply modifiers to the game's circumstances based on your past deeds and facts of the story. The dynamics of the first part of this quest are: a power dampening statue prevents you from using your greater powers. All you have at your disposal are basic attacks. Make basic attacks to destroy the orb that defends the statue. When the orb is destroyed, the statue will be removed from the grid and new powers will be unlocked. You get to move on in the quest. In future quests, you'll need to attribute the features and special rules, and figure out the best way to advance toward the primary objective. Read Chapter 2 of the rulebook, a hero's turn actions, to see you can move and make a basic attack. Then take the first turn to effectively start Quest 1. Okay. Now, we're in this section here. We start at the stairwell. Basically what they're talking about is, normally in a regular turn you get a choice of a primary attack, a special attack, or a basic attack. And right now, all we can do right now, we can't do special attacks and we can't do primary attacks right now. We can only do basic. So basic corresponds to our basic attack on our cards. So Mario, our sword mage, she has a basic attack of 8 damage. Tarum has a basic attack of 6. The vampire Count Blake has a basic attack of 8. And Mirror, the assassin, has a basic attack of 7. So that's basically all we can do right now. And in this one section. And this is the orb, so we have to get there. Now, moving wise, just so you know about this real quick, these special hex tiles, the spikes and the lava, if you get put on there or you come across and go diagonally here, you will get 4 points of damage. Or if you get on there, if you travel through here. So the best thing to do is go around if you can. Alright? And then the swamps, let me just make sure about that one. Swamps are 2 movement points for each square. So it slows you down a bit. And ruins, same thing. 2 movement points for each square. So these are ruins, these are swamps. The green ones with the green stuff on it. They don't do anything else but just hinder your movement. Okay, so basically we can start. So our whole objective is to try to destroy this orb. Now the orb has a defense of 3, so all we have to do is roll higher than a 3 on our attacks. So it's very simple. Pretty simple, hopefully, if we only roll once, all ones. Okay, so Marilla's going to probably go first. She can move up to 5. So let's see, she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want this, it'd be 2, so I can't do that. So that's 5. I can't. Let's see, do I have a ranged attack? I do have one that goes 2 squares. Oh wait, I'm doing basic attack. No. So it's immediate attack, it has to be adjacent, so I can't do it. So, alright. So that is my turn. I can move again though. I can move over here. So I can move 1 and be there for my next turn. So as soon as you do that, you take a black cube and you mark him. So you already know that he's done. He's done for this turn. Okay, so now I can do Taram. He's got a movement of 5 also. Which one has the... Oh, he's got the range attack. Alright, so he doesn't have to move, to be honest. He can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can attack from right there. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's doing a basic attack. Basic attack. Oh, he does have a basic attack range. Okay, so that's cool. So he gets 6 points of damage if he. So we want to mark this thing. Let me put a marker for him just to be safe and sorry. I'll put a red marker to correspond to the. And he's got. Let's see, make sure I got this right. I think he had 35. 25. So we're going to put his points right here at 25. Well, I roll, and I got a 5. So he had a 3 defense, I got a 5, so it's good. So we got 6 points of damage. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he didn't have to move. Alright? And I could have focused. Oh, well, I can't do that, can I? No, I could do that. Yeah, so I would have gotten... Yeah, okay, let's back up for a second. Let me do that again. Alright, I'm not going to move. So I'm going to focus. That is my movement action. So if I focus, I get to expose this. This gets exposed. So I get extra 5 points. Okay? So then I roll. Let's roll. I got 13. So I got 6 plus 5. So that gives me 11. So he's got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so then that gives me, he's done. So he just finished. So now the vampire's going to go. He's got a movement of 6. So he's red. So I'm going to move, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to move 6. And then I'm going to attack, and he's got a basic attack of 8 points. So let's see what it is. And you got it. You got 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the last guy is my. Oh yeah, let me mark him. I want to make sure I do this right, because then when you start having other people, it gets complicated. So then after that, I have my what's her name? Mirror, and she's got a movement of 6. So she's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She doesn't have to do 6, and she's gonna attack from there. And she's gonna roll, and her basic attack is 7 points and 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So got it. So all right. So we're gonna read the next paragraph because we finished. It says, you hear a deafening explosion close by an entire section of the stands explode into the battlefield. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not there yet. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so we're going back to here to our journal. That's what's confusing. So it didn't tell me to go back to journal. Let's see. I probably did. Yeah. Okay. So we signed course 1. Okay, so alright, so if the orb is destroyed, start event 1. So we're going to search for the symbol at the end of each round, i.e. when all active combatants are fatigued. Okay, so yeah. So I've got to put that fatigue token there. Alright. And it says if the orb is destroyed, start event 1. So the field of protection is lifted. One of the statues, which is a fallen piece of the arena had hit, immediately crumbles. So this is gone. Boom. Purple one's gone. All right, and then enemies realize that what you are doing and raise the undead to meet your party. Move the purple statue. Heroes may now make their primary and special attacks. Transfer all heroes to the orange mission tile. Remove the yellow big door. Okay, so these guys all go over here. We'll move over here. Okay, and I remove the yellow door. This is removed. Okay. And then I will place Reapers 15R, 17B, and 18G onto the board. Okay, so let me do that. Alright, so first we have to set my guys on the board. These are the 3 enemies we have. Red has 35 points, so we have to mark him. He's at 35. Blue, I'd say blue, is going to be at 35 also. Okay. And green is going to be for 40. So she's going to go here. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next thing we were supposed to do is the explanation of how an attack is made. Okay, so we basically did attack. We killed the orb is gone. I forgot to take that off. Okay, and when you did a base attack, we move first. Now you don't have to move first, you can move second if you want, but that's just kind of causing trouble. So it's up to you if you're going to move or not first. You do your move and then you do your attack. It's either basic attack, if primary attack that's based on your character, or you're going to do a special attack if you have one. Okay? So one thing you want to remember is basically, like I said before, all the heroes are going to go first, and then the monsters will attack. But the issue is it never really happens that way, because whenever a hero hits another monster, he's going to go first before the other heroes do, because that's just the way the name of the game is. But before we do that, before we even start, we need to take our fatigue off all our characters here. Alright, and put them back here. Alright, then we have to decide who's going to go first. Well, in my opinion, we have our guy that can shoot this guy right now because he's a ranged guy. So he's got one. Let's see. What's in here? So either, yeah, so we got one, two, maybe not. Let's see. No, you can hit him from that corner. Yeah, so he can hit him. If he was hitting, if you have bouncing from here, no, he couldn't because it hits this wall here. So you have to look at first have a look and see if you can hit the guy. So he can hit him, so he's going to hit that guy for his range attack is 8. So he has to decide first if he wants to use a +1 or move 2. He doesn't have to move, so I'm going to use a +1 just in case I need it. So the red one, it has a defense of 5. So I got 10, so I'm good. So I got 8 points. Plus then my effect, I either heal 7 a hero, we don't need to do that. Dispel 3, and an ally moves 2 and heals 4. Okay, well, right now, it doesn't really matter because none of them are damaged right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is do my damage on the guy. So he got a total of 8 damage. So he gets to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's at 27. Okay. And oh, you know what? I forgot about that. I'm focusing. Now I'm not going to move. But I don't think... Oh, that's right. The enemy is in 3, expect targets are exposed to your foes. I think there's a stipulation on that though. I don't know if I can focus. Let me see something real quick. Focusing. That's a good question. 20. Let me do that real quick. 20. Okay, yeah, you can do it. So, and focusing, you cannot have any enemies 3 spaces to you. You don't have any enemies, so you're good. So that's going to give him an extra 5 points damage because he's exposed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's good. So then I had to put a fatigue on my healer. He's done. But I get to move
And ally moves 2 and heals 4, but who wants to move 2? I don't think I want to. Oh, I'll move 2. Yeah, I'll move 2. So I'm going to move my main hero to here. Okay. And that should be it for him, for the healer. Now because he got hit, now he can go and he's going to attack. So the monster has a specific, he wants to hit the specific one, has the most hit points. Okay, it says plus HP on his card, and he's immediately attacks. So the person who's got the most are the brown and the green character here. So he's gonna move. He gets to move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can reach the brown guy. So that's what we're gonna do. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, because he passed me, he came here and passed me, I get to do residual damage to him. So, my residual damage, reaction damage is 8. So, red gets 8 points of damage from me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And let's see here. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright, so then he's there. Now he gets to attack me. So his attack is 17 points. Wow, power through 5. Okay. So he's gonna attack the brown, the assassin, and his defense is 7. So I have to roll 7 or more. He got 2. So he missed. So he gets a residual damage, 8 points damage to the brown guy. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's still got 61 points. So we're still good. Excuse me. Alright, so then that guy gets the fatigue token. Well, he's done. Alright, so next one, I pick one of my guys. Now, because I'm already there, and there's really no monsters around, probably a good idea to just attack him. He's got 14. Let's see what I have. I don't want to use I'll use this guy because this guy's just one of my normal attacks. So I'm going to use Dimensional Strike for my hero. And it says his trigger is enemy starts his turn adjacent to you and includes you as a target for the attack. Okay. So no, he's not gonna get that target. But the first thing you want to look at is your trigger, because if it has something to do with your attacking, then it could help you out. Yeah. So mine benefit, you move 2 to ignoring terrains. You move 2 ignoring terrains, but I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay where I'm at. And I'm going to focus. Alright. And he's the only one around, so he's exposed. And plus, he's mobbed out. So either way, he's exposed to us. Because I have this guy adjacent to him. So he's mobbed out. So I'm going to get extra 5 points of damage anyway. So I'm going to roll this. He's got, like I said, 5. So I've got him. So he gets 12 points plus 5, that's 17. So he is gone. It's history. So you can just put the token there. This guy is history. Done.
and he's gone off the board. So now we only have 2 guys left. Alright, and because of that, he gets my, plus if we didn't have problem getting mana right now, I would have get mana on my skill board, but I don't because we can't get mana right now because of the green statue here. So that is my turn. Alright, so now monsters don't go yet because we haven't hit any of them yet. So I can do the red guy, I can do the vampire, or I can do the assassin. Okay, those 2 guys left. I'm gonna move. It doesn't matter, both of them got the same movement. So I'll do my assassin first. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So 6, right? Yeah, 6 movement. Yeah, I can move again if I want. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to go too close. Okay. And my trigger is an ally and one of the target first. Okay, so I don't get anything. Okay for that. Alright, so my vampire. Okay, so that's my turn, so I'm done. I'm not attacking this round. Okay. The vampire's trigger is no ally is in one space of the target. You heal 7 and move 2. Okay, so he's got 68. So the only one that's injured right now is my assassin. So he's gonna move 7. He's gonna move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna just go there for now. And that's my turn because I did 2 movements. So I'm done. Okay, so now it will be my Blue Mystic, and he wants to do the one with the least hit points, and it's the brown guy. So he can move 5. So let's see if we can do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. You cannot. Does he have range? No. We know he can do it. So he can do it. So he's gonna move. So he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because he's there, he's 2 spaces away from him. He has him because he's got a explosive sieve. So he gets a 15 hit points plus effect. We'll see what that happens. And my defense is 7. So I'll roll. And you got 17. So that gets 15 points to my guy. This is a blast 6. Heroes in one space of the target takes 6 damage. There's nobody there, so nobody else gets it. So, but I get a total of 15. So That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and then that guy is done with his turn. Alright, so now the last thing is the green guy. He picks the hero with the most mana. Well, all of them don't have mana, so basically the guy closest to him is next, I think. Let's see. Determine the target. Okay. Let's do that real quick. 7. Let's go to chapter 7 real quick, and I'll explain something to you. I think it's the closest to be the next thing. Okay. Terminate target. Hero target is reachable. Take in turn. Okay. If they're ties. Let me see what's in here. Okay, right. So shortest path. So he's already there. He's gonna attack that guy. All right, this is the shortest path. So it will be the red guy. Vampire has got a defense of 6. So he does have also this green Reaper has a special to get 10. We've got it. So you got 13 points, plus the effect is the highest hit point gains 1 empowered 3 token, and it's only if used. Okay, so we're going to a empowered token. And what this means, it gives him an extra amount of attack that round. The guy who's has the highest hit points right now is green, so he's going to get it. Yep. So he's going to get the highest power for his next attack. But he got 13 on me. So red got 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And it says no ally is 1 space in target. Okay, heal 7, move 2. Okay. Alright. So that's his turn. Alright, he's done. So plus he would get 5 more because he food or focused me. I have to do that too. So 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Be fair. We get the focus, they get the focus. Alright. So that is the round, for the first round. Okay? Alright. One thing I forgot to do when I did my hero's turn, I finished my turn, I should have flipped this one over and it should be face up. So I can't use that this round. So that's already been used. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do the vampire first. So because he's not near anybody, he's already triggered his trigger. So he can he's gonna heal 7 because there's no allies one space of him, and this guy is his target's right here. So first hit of your turn. Okay. So I had to do my first hit. Okay, so I'm not moving. I'm gonna focus. So he's got green is 5. So oh yeah, I'm plus the 1 attack. Sorry, 11. I made it anyway. So here I get 8 damage. Oh, yeah. I think I'm the only one that's got damage, right? Where's my other guys at? 1, 2. Oh, okay. The hero. Now the hero, sorry, he hasn't got damage yet, so I can't heal him. Okay, so let me think. Oh, I can heal him. Okay, so he's gonna attack for 8. Let me do that first. Okay, so green goes 8, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then I can heal 7. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can move 2 back. The only problem with that is he would give me 8, so that's not going to help me because then I'll go back 1 extra. I really don't want to move 2 because he can still give me reaction damage. So I'm not going to do move 2, but my effect for my attack can move an ally, move 2, and heal 4. So he's going to move at least 1 here. And then he's going to heal 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'll put this guy there, and I'm done. Okay. So because I did that, now I got my assassin next to my guy that I need to attack. He is going to do his attack for 11. So that guy has 5. And I got 5, so I'm fine. Plus I could plus 1 attack, so it didn't really matter. I would have 6. So I get 11 damage. And that's what I want to do. Alright, so I'll give him 11 damage first. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I deal 2 more damage. 1, 2. But then the target is going to move 2. When he moves 2, 1, 2, he gets residual damage from me for 7. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that gives me an extra 7 points. Alright. So then I will do fatigue my guy, and I'm done there. Now because he just got attacked. Oh, you know what? Oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter. I just screwed up. So he's going to be back here. I will go back 2. Alright, and then I just gave him 5, 12, 23 points. So 23 would be 38. So he's back here. Well, he was at 35, wasn't he? Oh, 30, yeah, I'm not sure, exactly sure. Now I remember, but alright, so I did focus, so yeah. Alright, the reason I'm saying I didn't do this right is that I attacked. So I put this back for Okay, but he would have moved here. Okay, he would have moved there. That part is correct. But now this guy gets attacked first because I just attacked him. He gets to go first. So he's attacking the guy with the most mana, but he's gonna attack me again. So he's gonna roll dice, and my defense is 6. So maybe it would have been beneficial for me to move because that now I'm gonna get a attack of 13. Now I think about it, that probably would have been beneficial. So 3, he's gonna focus, but he got a 3. He didn't hit me, so he only gave me 8 damage. So that's kind of good for me. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So he missed anyway. Phew, that was close. And oh wait, we got 6. I'm sorry. He did hit me. Didn't he? Yes he did. Because he had 3 plus 3. Forgot about his little 3 here. So he did get me, so we got me for another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the focus. Okay, and then he gets empowered again. Who's going to be empowered? Blue. So blue is empowered this turn. So I will give him empowered. Okay, but he's already took his turn. And then this guy is done. Alright. No, he hasn't attacked yet. That's right, he hasn't attacked yet. Wow, that's not helping me at all. Okay, so he just did his turn. Now I can attack. So the brown guy's can attack the blue guy, and the Reaper, and he's got 5, so I'm gonna roll 5. I got it, and I'm focusing for sure. I'm moving. So he gets 12 plus 5, that's 17 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh no, I'm sorry. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. It's 5 plus 11. And then I get 2 more points. Right? So 1, 2. Then I'm moving him 2. So 1, 2. And then I get a total of residual of 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Good job. Good play there, buddy. Alright, so then he is done. Okay, and Assassin's done. Okay, so because he got attacked now, he's gonna attack. He's gonna attack the one with the least amount of hit points. Let's see, red. Well, blue has the least amount of hit points would be, would be brown. Huh. Okay. So he's moving back, moving this way, moving 2. Can't focus, so he's moving 2. He gets 15. I have a defense of 7. He got a 2. Ha! Plus 5. Well, no, it didn't work. Sorry. So he did use it, but didn't get it. So he gets 8 points of damage on me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So then his turn is done. Okay. Now it's either my healer. I think I'll do my healer first because it's got a ranged attack. Let's see, how much can you move? 5? No, it's not going to be very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's my turn. So I'm not attacking this round. So he's done. Okay. If an ally is 3, if you first hit of your turn. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter because he didn't do a combat, so it didn't matter. It didn't trigger it. So now it's my turn. The hero's turn. He's got a movement of 5. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have a ranged attack. I do have 2 space attacks, but I can't do it anyway. So I think I'm gonna wait. Just gonna hold off. So it's the next turn. You can't do anything. Alright, so that's the end of the round. So we're gonna move all these guys tokens off. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, now I get to see what I'm gonna do here. Alright, so I'm gonna attack. Let's see, who do I want to attack? I have a 20 damage, but I don't want to do that. I guess I'll do. That's gonna be tough. Because somebody's gonna get 6 points of damage on him. Maybe I should attack that guy. Yeah, so I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3. And attack green. And green has defense of 5. I got 13. And my what is my enemy starts his turn adjacent to you and inclusion target attack. Okay, so I am doing this one. Okay, so I'm doing swords and sigils. So, oh, I can move. I can stay right here. Do it. That's even better. So I'm not. So he gets 11 points of damage. Okay. 11 points of damage. So that's this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay, then my effects are you are protected 3. So, protected 3. So I will do. Okay, so I will put this on my guy. So I got protected 3. And that's for the whole turn. Right? Okay. And that gives me an extra 3 defense. Okay, and then allies swap places with enemy if both are in 5 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry. Nope, don't get to do that. Alright, so that's done. So this gets face down. Okay, so that's my turn. Boom. Okay, so now Green is going to attack, and of course he's going to attack the red guy. Right? Okay, so he's going to attack the red guy. The vampire again, and he's let's see, an ally is one of the target. No, two. Oh, shoot, I should have moved. I should have stayed around over there. That's okay. So, 15 got him. Then you got 13. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, and then the highest hit pointer gets empowered. That would be green. So empowered. So here you go, empowered. And his turn. Okay, and that's his turn, so go home. Okay. Now I get attacked with one of my guys. So it's gonna be red, right? And he's gonna attack the green guy. Here, the guardian. He hits him for 12 points. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's focused, he's not moving. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then his effect, he can do 3 more damage. Or run to make another enemy. I'm gonna do 3 more damage. So 1, 2, 3. He's almost dead. Okay, and that's. I don't think my residuals. Yeah, he's more than 1 away. Yeah. Okay, so I get a black, and this guy's done. Okay, and let's see. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could use my healer. So healer's gonna attack. He's gonna attack the green guy also, and he needs a 5. He gets a 3 plus 1. It didn't help. So he missed. But he gets residual. So he doesn't get any residual points. That's messed up. Alright, so that's my attack. Oh, wait a minute. No, he wouldn't have made it anyway. He focused, so he wouldn't have gotten it anyway. He missed it. So you need 5. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay. So he's done. That was a waste of attack. Alright, and okay. So now I got the brown guy here. He's gonna attack the blue, and he gets 11 points. So let's see what he can do. He gets 5. Oh, double. So he's got he gets 5 more points, 16 points. Oh, he's gone. Boom. So he's gone. And I don't get no mana. Alright. And an ally is 1 target away. No, he's not. Alright. Okay. No, it's 1 target away. So that's the end of my turn. So, boom. Okay, blue is gone, so I'm not have to worry about him. He's done. All he has is this guy. So that's the end of the round. Guy left. Okay, let's see. Alright, so got one more turn left and probably very close to be done with the first part of it. I'm thinking I'm gonna let the vampire, because he's been attacking this guy forever. So I think no, that's not gonna help me. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm gonna use my red guy first. He's gonna attack the green guy, of course. And he's a 5. He got a 9. He got a total of 12 points. So boom, gone. Bye bye. You're done. So oh wait, what am I doing? That's my guy. This guy's gone. And then this goes away. Alright. Alright, so we're done with there. Okay. And it says, after getting rid of the Reapers, you take the time to learn how to deactivate the power damper. Only one statue remains, but before you can get to it, you must face the Kemet themselves. So this guy, remove the orange statue, boom. So heroes may now gain mana, charge their skill tokens, and use skills. Each hero gains 3 mana. Ooh, 3 mana. Oh wow. So you get 3 mana. Each hero. Cool. So 3. Let's see. I'm gonna give 3 yellow to him. All right. 3 green to the healer. All right. 3 red to my Empire, and 3 brown to my assassin. Awesome. Okay. And he hasn't even gone yet, so we still got that. Well, I guess this goes away. Then around. All right. And then transfer all heroes to the red mission tile. So this guy's, all these guys are gonna go up front. Here, and then this guy's going back. And these guys can go bye-bye. And move the big red door. So this goes away. Alright. And place Berserker red, throw 3. Okay. We'll take this guy, this guy's going. So 0-3, Berserker. Alright, and he gets he's red, right? Yeah. So we get red circle. And he goes right here. And the other guy, warrior, is green. The warrior. Okay, and he's green. And this guy. And he goes right there. Okay, and this guy is here. Alright, and red, he's got 55 points. And green's got. Green guy. This one. 155 and then the green. And he's got 70 points. Wow. Okay. I need to get some points for those guys. Alright, alright. So then it says chapter 4 of the rule book for skill pattern. So let's just go through that one. Okay, it's chapter 4. I think that's wrong. That was I found that was a typo in the manual. The thing it's supposed to be chapter 5. Pretty sure. Yeah. Chapter 5. Okay. So talking about the skill pattern, we kind of already talked about it. Each hero gains 1 when, okay, earning mana cubes. This is something I didn't bring all the way up. So each hero gains 1 mana cube when villain dies. Each hero gains 1, each hero gains 1. Oh wow, okay, I didn't remember that. It's not just one hero, it's everybody. Each hero gains 1 mana when a boss loses a plus 70 HP token. If you apply attack miss effect as a result of missing all of its strikes, you gain 1 mana. Then continue to earn mana, but only living heroes may spend them. Gaining mana is independent of vision range. You may be 14 squares away from a villain's square of death and still gain 1 mana when it dies. So yeah, okay? So that is important. Now, the skills that we have, I explained them on the chords, is basically, they has, like, the healer has healing, the vampire produces damage, and so does assassin. So that's what they use their mana for. The hero has specialized abilities, and they spend 1 mana for that too. Okay, so we got that. Alright, using the skill, check when it can be used, cost, pay the necessary amount of mana, charge a skill token, unless it's already flipped, in which case it remains charged, and you must pay 1 extra. Quantity, you must use another skill that turn. As per turn, you can only use 1. Team is only 4. Okay? That makes sense because it's 4 people. At any time before each quest begins, you must assign 4 tokens. We did that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Okay. Yeah, there's one more thing. So when you finish using all your skills and they're all charged, if all the charges apply the following immediately and automatically, unflip all skill tokens back to uncharged and apply the effect described in your skill pad. Okay, so that's basically what it says. Alright? Once per turn. Yeah, we already talked about that. Only on one turn you may spend X mana on your mana pool to charge X on of your own skill tokens. It only charges a skill token, the skill effect is not applied. Okay? Yeah. I don't know why you would do that, but that's okay. Alright. Okay, so that's basically it. So now we got two guys, but these guys have more points damage than we usually used to. Plus, the take mana from us, and also one guy heals 6 to the lowest HP, so that's going to be tough. All right, so let's see how we do this. So right now we can do skills, we can do our primary skills, but we cannot use our weapons yet. So, all right. What I'm gonna do first. Let's see. Green is the least. Well, that has the most hit points. Red is not the one that has the most hit points. He's got 55, so plus he's gonna take stuff away from us. So alright, I think you can move. How many can you move? 6? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'd be fine. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna attack. And this vampire's gonna attack this guy. He needs a 5. You got 14. Okay. So we get 12 damage on this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he can choose to deal plus 3 more damage. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, boom. Yep. And no, wait on that. I get 3, so I can do 10 damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. So alright, so that's his turn. So now it's going to be the Berserker's turn because I just hit him. He's going to go for the hero with the least amount of hit points, so he gets to move a total of movement 5. So that's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can reach him. So that's what I'm gonna do. He's gonna move over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only problem with that is you just got. I just basically 8 reactions, so gets 8 points of damage on him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then he's attacking me, so he's attacking Brown. Brown's got a defense of 7. He got 13, so we got 19 points of damage, so 19 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. And now he loses 1 mana, so he takes 1 of his brown off. Okay.
And another hero's in 2 space of the target. Alright. It is. So he deals 7 damage. Wow. So 7 more damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Okay. Wow. That guy's killing me. Well, that sucks. Alright, so then he's done. He did his turn. Okay, that makes me mad. So, okay, so he already moved. So I think the healer. He's just gonna attack that guy. But he's gonna focus, so he's got 5. You got it. So we got 8 plus 5, that's 13 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If any ally moves 2 and heals 4. Shoot, I wish I could. But if he moves, well, you can't retaliate on him. Cause he's, oh, okay, so he will move 3. So Brown is gonna move, move 2, 1, 2, and heal 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's his turn. So that was Green's turn. Alright. And then I think that's pretty close. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a really cool game. A lot going on. Haven't got used to my skills yet, but we will. We need to get this red guy out of here so we can't keep taking mana from us. Pretty close to getting him out of here. Our assassin is getting really wounded, and I'm hoping to get some healing done for him so he doesn't die and bring him back up. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, please. If you have any suggestions for any games, for the video, or any type of recommendations for anything to help improve the channel, please put those in the comments. I would appreciate it. If you like the video, hit that like button for sure. And we will come back here and finish it on part 2. I hope you enjoyed the video, and after this we'll be doing Frosthaven. That'll be our next one. Looking forward to that, and starting doing that, and keep going strong into the games. If you any recommendations of the games that you guys want to see, or which ones you like the best, please put those in the comments too, so I can prioritize those before anything else. And I just want to say thank you guys for supporting my channel, the ones that do support this channel, and I hope you enjoy watching the videos as much as I like playing them and showing you how they're played. So take care, guys, and I hope you have a great